Welcome to Ignite Success. I'm Wendy Barlin, your host, and today we have Gabriel Shahin with us of Falcon Wealth Planning. I am thrilled to introduce you to Gabriel, who has extensive background in investing. He has an MBA and tax experience. So we are thrilled to have you with us today, Gabriel. Thank you.
Wendy, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
So I spent some time poking around on your website and your LinkedIn profile, and I noticed a lot of information about being fee only. For our viewers today, can you explain what fee only means and why that is important?
Yes, I mean, this industry is very difficult for transparency. It's also an industry where you really don't know how much you pay the advisor or for professional help. This industry, sometimes you think that what you're getting has maybe no cost, or the cost that's being disclosed is the actual full cost. Being fee only compared to commission-based and fee-based means you can only get paid directly from the client. There are no third-party pay ways you can get paid. There is no third-party type of incentives that you can get. It's truly whatever's being quoted from the client is the only form of compensation you can get paid.
And why I love that is my first experience with a financial planner was commission-based, and I was shocked and horrified when I learned how it actually worked. So with what you're doing, truly you are independent in your advice because you get paid by me whether I pick one stock or one mutual fund or whatever you recommend for me. You make the same amount of money, correct?
That is true. It really doesn't matter. We sell brain at Falcon Wealth Planning. So there's no products or services, no commission, or no products we sell, no commissions we receive of any kind. The service we provide is just financial planning, very direct. And because we're independent, we have no limitations of the recommendations we can give on investments. Where other firms or broker dealers, they can only offer you what's on their shelf, and then they can offer that. It's almost going like to a Ford car dealership. You can only buy a Ford. It's as simple as
Correct.
that.
And I love that. I think that's really important for our viewers to understand today, because when you are searching for a financial planner, we talk a lot about this. Who are you looking for? But this idea of fee only that Gabriel's mentioning is absolutely critical. So thank you. I wanted to jump into something that is always makes me smile, but we talk a lot about diversification. And for wealthy people, obviously diversification makes sense. But for those business owners who are just starting out their investing journey, do you have advice or an opinion on whether investing in real estate is better or worse as a first choice than the stock market? You know, I see so much on social media, all these shiny objects that say, oh, invest here, invest there. It's so confusing. And in fact, my brother-in-law always tells me, Wendy, your stock market never calls you at midnight with a broken toilet. So do you have any advice for our business owners who are just starting to invest, where to get started?
Yeah, it's a great question, especially for the business owners, because those are the ones who take the most risk. It's also the ones who get the most rewarded. But for a business owner, it's crucial to understand liquidity. Liquidity is everything for a business owner, because when things are great, it's amazing. But when things are bad, it's terrible. Real estate, you can't just liquidate it at any time that you want. But with stocks, investments, cash, and so on, you need that cash reserves at all times. Right. Yes, the investments can be volatile at times, but the majority of the time you can liquidate it within 24 hours. And that's needed for a business owner. And
they don't call in the middle of the night.
You don't need that additional stress. It's true passive with zero involvement on your end. Absolutely. And it's still, with everything that's going on, the number one asset class that returns the most. There's nothing else that compares with it. And it has the longest history as well.
Well, you heard it here, viewers. Gabriel Shahin's opinion, and I second that. I think that's fantastic advice. Something else for our viewers is, you know, there is a lot of financial advice on social media. And I say advice in quotes because I'm not really sure it's advice. So is there a publication or a media outlet that you recommend for business owners to get financial information? What's really going on in the markets? How afraid should we be? How confident should we be? Is there a publication that is reliable in your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, if you're just wanting to turn on the television, CNBC is probably the most reputable, where you can see what's going on in financial markets. They educate you what's going on in the political world. That's unbiased. That's truly how it affects financial and economics. I would say from a publication point of view, focusing on maybe a financial planning or a financial advisor magazine. Barron's is also a really good source as well. Some of these big name publications are probably the best place to go to because they really don't have any hidden agenda. Sure, they have some advertising plugs in there, but really who doesn't? It's really the best way to get unbiased, unfiltered, and unsponsored advice.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that with us today, because even I struggle with understanding what's really news and what it is people want us to know. So business owners, if you'd like to reach out to Gabriel, let's have conversations about where you invest your money, how to get started in the stock market, and look for fee-only planning. I think this is really critical. Thank you for being with us today, Gabriel. We appreciate your time and your vast experience. I am Wendy Barlin, your host of Ignite Success. We'll see you next time.